come for me, sue me. But I want Checo to keep his Red Bull seat. But the thing is like, unless Checo goes anywhere, nobody else is progressing or moving in the Red Bull progression step up. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, like, where is Liam Lawson going? He's stuck. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. It's just such a, like, I don't know what they're doing. And I feel like it would have been the perfect time to put Liam Lawson in the AlphaTauri next to Yuki, because he had just done such an, like, oh my, like, he had just driven so well. Literally, wasn't Singapore his first race or second race? And, like, he did so incredible. That's so crazy. I feel like he drove so well, and now you're going to have him out of the F1 car for, like, 2 years, like, a year or two. That's just wasting time. I feel like you can see how good he is. You should have just put him in after, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, anyways, yeah. It's a tricky situation because there's a lot of parts to consider. That's what I'm saying. I think there's so many parts, and like, that's why, like, I'm not gonna say I don't understand why they did it, because also people who do that type of crap just piss me off. Like, I said this in my live yesterday, that like, people will like to act like they don't understand what's happening, when it's like, girl, like, you understand why they did it, like, don't play dumb. So it's like, I understand why they put Daniel in the AlphaTauri. Like, they obviously had reasons, they were good reasons, I understand it, but I'm also frustrated because I would have really liked to see Liam Lawson in the AlphaTauri, and I think Liam Lawson also had really good reasons to be there, so I don't know, it just kind of sucks, but I understand both sides. I'm not going to be, like, I'm not butthurt, which I'm a little bit butthurt, but I digress. I want Alex to Mercedes, Yuki to Williams, Liam to V-Carb in 2025. I don't know. I don't know who I want at Mercedes. It's tricky because I don't know who I want, honestly. Your lives have been my favorite thing this weekend. Oh my god, thanks. Do you think Checo will go to Mercedes? Absolutely not. Checo's not going anywhere near Mercedes. No way. I don't know. I feel like Yuki is better than Williams at this point. Well, but then there's still, like, where is he going? Because I don't know. I guess maybe Aston Martin, but that's only if Fernando goes to Mercedes, which I really don't want that to happen, so I want Fernando to stay Fernando needs to stay so far away from Mercedes. Absolutely not. I want Fernando far away. Hell no. Do you think Alex is going to Mercedes? I don't know. It's so weird because I know one of them is going to end up there, which is really odd. I can't even, like, imagine, like, somebody other than Lewis Hamilton there, so it's really weird. Like, it makes it, like, I don't know. It's so weird that there's going to be there's going to be somebody else at Mercedes next to George that's not Lewis Hamilton. Like, it's so weird. Like, somebody is going to have to be there. It's just, you know, and I don't want anybody. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd like Alex there. Alex resigned to Williams for 2025. Yeah, but that literally means nothing. So, like, I don't know. Like, I want Alex at Mercedes, but I also am scared because I obviously don't want Alex and George to have a falling out because they're, like, one of my favorite friendships on the grid. And I don't want that to turn into Mercedes 2.0. Kimi Antonelli is way too young and inexperienced, and I think that would be the dumbest thing of all time. Well, it would either be the dumbest thing of all time or the smartest thing. Like, it would either be amazing or it would be the worst move of all, and it would ruin Kimi's career. So I don't think that's a good idea. So Alex is probably my best bet. I'd want Alex at Mercedes. I think I'd just be scared. But that's actually really, oh my god. Mercedes is going to be so bad in 2025. I still can't believe Lewis is leaving. Oh my god, my team is going to shit. This is so depressing. Mercedes is going to be trash. It's not actually going to be bad, but like, oh god, I don't even know. I'm so terrified. Like, because obviously you guys know I'm obviously a George Russell fan. I love George. But like, George is not in the position that Lewis was. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lewis being the number one and being, like, the more experienced driver, and then George next to him, they are a really good team. Talent-wise, experience, like, they are a really, really good team. George is not at the same obviously he's not at the same level that Lewis is in that type of situation. So it's kind of like, I think skill-wise and like as a Mercedes fan, I think Fernando to Mercedes would be smart, and I think it would kind of balance out Lewis leaving. Not entirely, but at least better than Alex joining. But as a George fan, I don't want Fernando there. But you know what I'm saying? So I think out of all the options, Fernando would do best for the team. But I don't know. What if it's not someone on the grid who will replace Lewis? Well, who else would it be? George is good, but him as a first driver compared to Lewis is so different. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love George Russell, but like, yeah, him as a number one driver compared to like Lewis as a number one, I'm like, oh, yeah. Fernando would 100% maximize the car as he does with any car. That's what I'm saying. I think Fernando would be amazing, and I think he would be great for the team. I just think as a teammate, I'm like, and I think it would be kind of tricky because like, obviously George is going to be moving up into this number one leader position, and Toto has been saying that, and like that's kind of what he's been promised almost. Like he's kind of been promised that once Lewis leaves, he's going to be the number one. But like, you can't have Fernando Alonso and you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're not going to be like, "Hi Fernando, I'm going to be your superior." Fernando, Toto said I can be the number one now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Fernando's doing well at Aston. He should stay there. I think he will stay. I think he will stay at Aston Martin. I don't know. Seb to return to drive for Mercedes? No, absolutely not. Apparently Valtteri was at Mercedes HQ. He was, but I don't think he'd go back. I don't think Valtteri would ever go back to Mercedes. Personally. Aston will definitely try to keep Fernando. I think they should, though. That's the thing. Like, I think that he should stay at Aston Martin. I think he needs to stop moving around. Give him a race-winning car and Fernando will win the championship. Carlos is not going to Mercedes, but okay. Carlos to Mercedes for 2025, then Kimi for 2026, then Carlos and Audi in 2020. No. Carlos is not going to get a one-year contract to Mercedes and then leave to Audi. Also, if Carlos got a contract to Mercedes, he wouldn't leave to Audi after being a Mercedes driver, because having a Mercedes contract is better than having an Audi driver or Audi contract. Yeah.